Hey, it's Richard, and this is another episode of What the Bow. And today we're going to discuss an important topic. I think it's really important we talk about this. Being an educator, this one is about education. And we're going to be specifically talking about the 5 things that new teachers should not do. As they embark on this teaching journey, I'm telling you, no institute, no university, nowhere in training is going to prepare you for the real world of education. So if you're a teacher or just curious about the new world of education, or just kind of want to know what's going on with the new teachers, this episode's gonna be for you. So let's dive in real quick. Again, I'm gonna give you five of my top things you should not do as a teacher, new year teacher. And the number one thing is never lose patience. All right, teaching can be incredibly rewarding. All right, but it can be very challenging. And new teachers often face a classroom full of diverse personalities and learning styles. One day the kid's great and fantastic, and the next thing he's or she is going to be the most terrible child you ever had in your entire career or in your life of parenting. But no matter what, it's always essential to remain calm, patient, and understanding. Especially in this time moment, and this time of day, anything can be sensitive. And we just need to know what's going on. It is better to understand how the student feels and know what's going on at home in a way without being too personal, I would say. Just to understand and provide and show what empathy looks like. And that is one of the most difficult things I find in many new teachers, because they have a tendency to lose that patience. They lose the effect of like, I gotta remember, they're a kid, I'm the adult, I should be a better role model about it, And like they say, Rome wasn't built in a day, so neither are we great kids. It's not gonna happen, guys. My second thing I want to talk about is sometimes new teachers think that we have to put a lot of assignments out there. I know personally from where I'm at, it's kind of like not mandatory per se, but for the upper grade levels, it's about 2 assignments per week, give or take. But you gotta remember, you don't need to overload the assignment. You really don't need to resist that temptation that like, oh, I need to provide as many worksheets. So I'll do 10 worksheets of coloring. It's no, it doesn't work that way. Give them a chance. Ease back into the learning routine, especially if you're a new teacher, or if you're entering the middle of the school year now, you're a new teacher. You don't have to throw them page 158 on their math book or whatever. No, ease in. Like, for me, guys, build a relationship first with the students, understand their feelings and emotions about it. And as corny as that sounds, I'm not joking with you. That is how you earn some respect and some kind of like passive credit to being by their side. And many teachers may be like, wow, or some of them are be like, or some of them are just be like, what the heck, and you know what, don't worry about it. Focus on you and don't overload the assignments. I think my one quiz was Dora the Explorer. Give her a face. What was the other one I had? It was the meme with a potato, right? Turn a potato into a princess, a Disney princess. Something simple, something wacky. Show them off a personality of a different side of you where you're loose. Yeah, you have to remember, guys. You were once a kid. Okay, you were once a kid, and if you may not have the opportunity to be a kid, like me, for example, sometimes, or you just had the opportunity, you wanted to be a kid. You didn't lose the opportunity, but you never had the opportunity to express it. This is a great time to do it. Have fun with them, guys. Earn that extra credit. And this comes to my third one now, and that is, don't ignore the individual needs. Okay, every student's unique. Every student is unique, and there are needs can vary even greatly, immensely, to a whole different level of measurement that you never expect, nor you've never been told in your training. Now, it's crucial not to ignore these individual differences, though. Okay, new teachers should always avoid adopting a one-size-fits-all approach. Don't do that to yourselves. All right. Don't think that the shoe fits, then every shoe's gonna fit the exact same size. It doesn't work. No, nah. Stop there. Okay. Pay attention to the learning styles, their abilities. If one is presenting himself to be more of a leader, give him a leader role, give him some responsibilities. If a kid is shouting out answers, he's an attention seeker, maybe. He's trying to prove something. Be that person. Engage in with them. Be flexible and be adaptable to the teaching methodology, the methods to accommodate these diverse needs of students. And that's what make your life a lot much easier when you start understanding and reading them early on, and kind of get an idea of like, all right, what does this kid need? Why is this behavior Let's do some research. I mean, today, like, look it up. Why are my students shouting in my face? Or why did my student throw a chair at me today? Look it up. I say it might be, misbehavior, but hey, classroom management takes time. All right. If no one's told you that, it takes time. And not everyone's gonna be perfected in one day. As my position, for those who know who I am, or understand who I am, or see if heard taught me, or I've talked to you before, you've heard of my title before at the school I teach at. And one of the biggest important things is professional development. Given the opportunity to become better, to perform better, and have opportunity to kind of escape from the world of your classroom and learn different diverse techniques. Like right now, this is like a virtual teaching technique to you. This is an awesome professional development. I mean, I hope it's a professional development, making you a better person. And that's what it is. Don't neglect that. Teaching is a dynamic field, and it's essential to stay updated with these new teaching strategies, technologies, educational trends. I mean, if you're a STEM school, then learn the STEM model. It's not having a computer in every kid's face. It's the style, the format of teaching. All right. Look at workshops, conferences. It always engaging continuous learning, and that's what it is. If you be a teacher, you're not just going to teach all for the money, because there's no money in this. Can't just let you know there's no money. We told you that's a lie. All right. You're doing it because you love learning. You love teaching. You want to pass on a legacy, and that's what this whole thing is about. All right. Your growth as an educator just directly affects your students. It benefits them, in one way or the other. And my last tip to everybody here, and I guess this goes for all new year teachers or even the veteran teachers, is never forget to communicate. Never forget that. An effective communication with your students, parents, with other professionals and stuff like that, it is the cornerstone of success. All right. Keep the parents informed of their students' progress. Share important updates promptly, and open to discuss any concerns that may arise. Communication fosters that positive learning environment, and it just simply builds trust. And as my wife says, as my wife would put it out there, a smile goes a long way. And when I do like car line duties in the after school after school, we're out there. It's hot. We're in Florida. It's sweating. We're in Florida. Well, what else are you gonna do? My responsibility is to be outside to scan these cars and get your kids going in your car safely, and you guys go home. Then I'm not gonna make my life miserable. I mean, you get what you get, right? You do what you do. So put a smile on. As unbearing it may be sometimes just smiling helps, and you'll feel it. You'll just feel better. It's just like a psychological thing, I guess, per se. But I'm not a doctor. I'm not trying to say anything, but try it. Put a smile on your face. Skip down the street. I mean, sometimes I'm teasing the parents sometimes, or I'll make a joke about it, where I'm saying to my wife sometimes when she's like halfway across the parking lot. I'll scream out the kid's name and like, yeah, it's this, da da da. And I'll turn to the parent, I'm like, huh, kind of like a Chinese restaurant, huh? But you know, and there's a lot more. This is just my top 5 for right now. I'll definitely present another top 5 for more in the future for you guys to hear me out. If you like this, share it, please. I greatly appreciate it. Share it. I don't know if you can thumbs up to this thing and like it or whatever, whatnot. I greatly appreciate it. But that's all for today's episode of What the Bow. 5 reasons of what not to do as a new year teacher. And I think I made some more educational content as we kind of grow, um, and more, But until next time, keep exploring the world, guys, one bow at a time. And thanks for listening. I'm your host, Richard Long. Have a wonderful night.